All right, in this week's error review, we are going to review our trig ratios. So, in this problem, we are given all three side lengths of this triangle and asked for the cosine of A. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to take a look at first. Okay, we would want to label the sides of the triangle as opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug these numbers on here. We know that A, lowercase a, so side A is 9, lowercase b, so side B is 40, and then side C is 41. Now we are asked for cosine. So let's go ahead and label the sides with respect to angle A, right? It says we want the cosine of angle A. So I'm labeling with respect to angle A. So with respect to this angle, a, side A would be the opposite side. Side C, since it is across from the right angle, this is the hypotenuse. And then side B, the 40 here, is right next to the angle. So this is the adjacent side. So if I'm looking at cosine, right, if we remember so, ka, toa, right, that's our trick to remembering these trig ratios. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So I look for my adjacent side right here and my hypotenuse right here. So the cosine of A is just going to be the adjacent side, which is 40, over the hypotenuse, which is 41. All right. Now, we could also be given the scenario where we're not given all three sides. Okay, in this case, I am given that side A is 3 and side B is 4. Well, I'm asked for the sine of B. Okay, so I'm going to eventually need this third side. The first thing I'm going to do is use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for this missing side. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So I can say 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. Now remember, when we're setting up Pythagorean theorem, the two legs, which are the two sides that make up the right angle, are always A and B, and the hypotenuse is always C. So I have 9 plus 16, and that gets me 25 equals C squared. So remember, our final step then is to take the square root of both sides, and the square root of 25 is exactly 5. So my missing side, the one that I wasn't given, is 5. So now we can go in to answer the question, okay? I want to label my sides with respect to angle B. So with respect to B, this would be the opposite side. Right? That's the side all the way on the other side, right? It's opposite from angle B. C is still the hypotenuse, and A would now be the adjacent side, right? This is the leg that is part of angle B. It's touching this angle. So if I want sine, if remember, if we're thinking in terms of so, ka, toa, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So the answer to the question, right, opposite side over hypotenuse, is going to be 4 over 5. Right? Now, we were not asked to solve for an angle or anything like that here, right? We just needed the ratio. The sine ratio is the opposite side of the angle over the hypotenuse.